Hi, this is TapCat. Welcome to part 54 of Let's Play XCOM 2 with the Shen's Last Gift and Alien Hunters DLC. We are on our way to capture a VIP, an enemy VIP, excuse me. Looks like the highlight as far as our enemies list is the Andromedan and Gatekeeper. Sadly, I'm getting used to seeing them on pretty much every mission. If it's not a Gatekeeper, it's a Sectopod. You can just pretty much rely on that now. Now, we are not going to bring Sparky along on this one, but we are going to bring Inez now that she's healthy again. And aside from that, I think everybody is pretty much geared up. So let's head on out.
Target location confirmed. Move to engage. Eliminate all hostile contacts.
Our position is masked.
Grasshopper. Do I want to, I'm not going to use him. Yeah, this is better.
Heading there now. Got some hostiles grouped over here.
Ooh. Okay. Then I'm pretty sure we're going to at least try and spring an ambush. If I can. But... wowza. Yeah, see... like, this is probably the closest decent cover she can get to.
Moving to position.
That is pretty far away from them. She certainly can't see them yet. Now, I would probably run around Elizabeth here, but part of me is tempted to just leave her right where she's at, to be perfectly honest. I guess I'd bring her here.
Heading out.
The problem is I'm not sure I'm going to get virtually any good shots here. Okay, well that one's not bad. Can I get her? You see, we are not going to be able to lead off with a grenade because my closest grenadiers are not close. Now, I can, you know, just shoot, of course, and that's fine. But as you can see, I cannot get a grenade back onto them. And I assume the same will be true with her. Yeah, I'd be lucky if I hit the Andromedan, and I don't like using grenades in situations like that. What am I doing with him? I can move him here.
Headed there now.
Yeah, I don't know about this. I'm not sure this is really worth doing. Maybe I should do this. That's not terrible. I could come pretty darn close to killing him. Alright, we'll give it a shot. I feel like this is a fairly horrible opening. I just don't want to let this turn go by. These VIP missions are usually really tight. And if we could get going right out of the gate, I think it would help us a lot. Now what I'm thinking is I could use this, but we know there's a Gatekeeper. I would much rather just get a bunch of that armor shredded, guaranteed. So let's do that.
Hard target, minimal damage.
Okay, so now what I'm thinking is I bring him here and I just blow the bejesus out of this guy. The problem that I'm going to have, I can't use rapid fire on him. He's going to live. So I need to use a mimic beacon. I'm pretty confident of that. Well, that's okay. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to use run and gun. The funny thing is, we can almost do this. If I could get rid of this cover and get her a really good shot once he's in robot mode, then I don't really doubt we could kill him all the way. But the bad news, or if I could just get a second shot out of him in robot mode, you know what I'm saying? Like now that he resurrects, give me that second half of rapid fire. Unfortunately, the game does not work that way. Oh, that's really weird. So now she can't see him. She could before. I know she could. But she can't now. Okay, fair enough. That is so goofy. She can, and she can hollow target him. And she has a horrible shot at him. Okay, if I'm going to use a mimic beacon, it has to be his. And I'm pretty sure I cannot kill all three of these guys. So, more than likely, we will be throwing a mimic beacon, like here or something. So, who have I got left? I can move him, and I can, you know, try to bait a shot out of one of those guys if the mimic beacon dies too soon. One thing I'm tempted to do is do this because we could potentially kill that guy, which would go a long way, but I hate to have both hail of bullets tied up. I'm going to do it though. I think having just the Andromedan and the trooper on their feet is a pretty good setup for us. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to throw this here. Yeah, I'm fine with that.
They've got eyes on me.
Now, I am slightly torn about moving forward at all. Because I don't want to risk revealing another group back in there somewhere. So I'll just stay here. I don't mind if he takes a poke at him, but that won't happen. It would have to be the trooper. So anyway, I'm going to leave him where he's at. Now, I believe she's the only one left with actions. This feels like kind of a waste because either of my rangers can easily kill this guy. So even though it's kind of a crappy shot, I'm tempted to do this. Alternatively, maybe I should see what the hack is. Depending on what it is, it might actually make sense to do it right now. Like if it was everybody gets their actions back. Although I would have liked to have known that before I got the... Okay, well, we have 100%. I'll just go ahead and do this. Holy crap. It's a good thing we had 100% because like 94 would have been not good enough. I'm glad I didn't get aggressive. Oh, that was her whole turn. Okay, I'm actually okay with that even so. I thought she had another action, but I remember now she moved. But I don't really feel like her shot on that turn was going to have a lot of value anyway, so I actually think that was a good time to do it. And as I figured, we're going to soak up both of the enemy actions with the Mimic Beacon. The only fear I had was if he went first, he might kill it, but I don't think his punch does enough damage to do that. I think only his, rifle shot does. So, okay. I'm going to go ahead and start softening this guy up, I guess. Here's the question. Oh, never mind. I already know the answer. Basically what I did is I just set him up for her to get the kill. But let's reload first. And this will give her a kill. We don't need the Rangers to get one. They're already colonels. She's not. So, done.
5 and number.
And then my other Grenadier will probably not be able
Whatever you say.
to get a kill here unless I get some luck somehow. And she has a 71% chance to hit, but she probably won't kill him even if she does. The problem is that anybody that I use, like the minimum, will kill him. Except her. Okay. This is kind of grotesque, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to move closer and I'll use a pistol shot. So I at least have a chance for this to work. Alright, so that part is accomplished. And now what I want to do is see if I can just get her the kill. And if I can't, then I'll have one of the colonels do it. But she got it.
How about that?
Alright, so that was nice. We're going to try and keep the promotion train rolling. And also the forward progress train.
On your order.
Now, oh, okay. I got confused for a second about where we were in the turn. But I'll put the one soldier who can on Overwatch and leave it at that. All right. So let's see. I can move her up. I don't know if I'm going to worry about reloading her just yet. But I definitely need to reload some of these guys like her. She is getting low. Yeah, her not so much.
Absolutely.
So I may dash her forward. Because I really do worry about the time here. Can we go? I could go up, actually, now that I look at it. That might not be the worst idea either. So, let's see. I don't know if I should come up now. Because if I revealed somebody on this turn, it could be kind of nasty. But I am thinking we could bypass a fair amount of stuff by going that way. Like, especially some of the kind of crazy routing inside. I just don't know that I want to go in there this turn. So I don't think I will. But what I will do is I'll put her like here. Do I want to do that? I guess I don't. I don't want to reveal any new territory. Okay, so I get 3, 4, 5. Have you moved yet? Yes. And have you moved yet? Yes. But she can move again. Just don't know if I should. You know what? I'm not gonna.
Locked and loaded.
Okay. He's the only one. Yeah, they're the only ones. All right, I'm gonna be good. It's really funny. I keep wanting to move just because I can, but it's really stupid when everybody is, already tied up. So let's do this. I'm gonna bring him here.
Moving to position.
Okay. See, I don't really want to do that. What if I came here?
I'm on it.
Okay. So now I think what I want to do is just bring everybody. Actually, I'd rather get Inez next, please. Thank you. I'm going to bring everybody up.
Got it.
Whoa, where you going?
Running.
We're going to kind of follow a path here. So Grasshopper could definitely go farther. But I'm not sure I want to. I definitely don't want to reveal anybody here.
No
All
need to
right.
ask twice.
Okay. Now, I don't know. As few groups as I am fighting so far, we only have one. This could lead to a really ugly kind of bunching up. Oh, somebody was down there. I saw that. Yeah, it could get really ugly towards the end. That's what I'm trying to say. Okay, well, look. I'm going to bring him in and see what there is to see.
Target VIP secured. Target identity confirmed.
Okay. Game, thank you for waking up. So that's move number 1. Inez, where, hold on. Where am I leaving from? Isn't it back here? Yes. So my question is, okay, there's a door. And there's no windows. This is all solid. Yep, that's a door. This is basically a sealed room. So if I come here, that should be safe.
Got it covered.
Okay, never mind what I said. That is not the path I would have chosen. And she opened the door, so it's not sealed anymore. But thankfully, nobody saw her at least. You know what I'm actually thinking is maybe I move her here. I don't think anybody could see her.
Location
As
confirmed.
long as I'm recklessly... Oh, that wasn't even who I thought I was moving. Good job. Good job, me. Apparently, I'm on a mission to lose this. I don't know. See, I would have preferred to use Christine to carry this chowderhead out, too.
Good to go.
Well, I might as well take the same route. It didn't hurt last time, so why worry?
Got it covered.
I mean, in all honesty, why should we? Now, you know there's going to be guys out there. I don't think that's even remotely in question. Where do I want to put you? Maybe just here.
On your order.
Okay. Well, this should be interesting. Tell me how he sees us. How does he see us through that wall? I would like to know that. That's a solid wall. That door was closed. And they're walking by and they go, oh, look. That doesn't make a lot of sense to me. But as is often the case, it doesn't matter if it makes sense to me because that's how the game works. Well, let's try to kill a mech. And when I say try, I mean let's kill a mech. Because that's just what she does, really.
That's how it's done. Is this what we're looking for?
Okay. So, yeah, this is interesting. Very interesting. So here's what I think I want to do. Okay. Give me him. I'm going to use cereal.
How about a challenge?
And I'm going to come here. Actually, I'll come here. I'm good with that. Aren't I? Yes, I am.
I'm on it.
And then I'm going to use rapid fire. Although, I actually don't need rapid fire, so I guess I won't. Yeah, all I did is go from being a guaranteed kill to not. So he's done.
Hostile target down.
Yep. Now, if you would be so kind as to move here. And again, I don't need to go rapid fire. Now, I think that's the end. Even though the way the ability is written, he should have more actions. Okay, so he does. Honestly, I cannot quite make out how this works. Now, the bad thing is I can't use run and gun, so this is the only thing I can do, which kind of stinks, but I'm going to do it. Too bad. He could have killed 3 guys, which would have been massively insane and awesome all at once. Okay, if you, Christine, would be so kind as to come over here, I would really appreciate it if you could shoot this guy in the head and make him go away.
Hostile terminated.
Yep. So now, I wanted to use her to pick this guy up, but I'm not going to do that. What we need to do is hollow target this clown. If I had a better chance to hit, I would go chain shot. But it's just too critical because what I'm going to do... No, not her. I'm going to use my ranger to kill this guy. Mostly I needed hollow targeting. And it's a little bit of dodge insurance as well. But now, basically, I'm just going to bring him here because I'm not guaranteed crits against these guys. That's the unfortunate thing. I have a good chance to crit, but not like I do most guys. Okay, now all I need is a hit, which he has a 95% chance of doing. Done. And I actually got both crits, too.
Who's keeping score?
And everybody's dead. All of them, pardon me.
Let's move already.
Now, Elizabeth, since you haven't had to do anything,
Heading out.
I'm just going to move you here so that you can go on Overwatch and be ready to fire your rifle if need be. Okay. So, is there any reason to not just do this now? I can't really think of one. So, let's do it.
Status confirmed. Target package in custody.
Mm-hmm.
I gotcha.
Okay, so I think what I'm going to do is just bring her
I can
here.
handle that.
Pick up the loot. Make her the pack mule. We can get out of here next turn.
I've got it.
So realistically, is there any reason to move right now? I don't think so.
Oh yeah.
All of us can go. So if I move, so this is the problem. Let's say, oh, I'll come here. Okay, Mr. Gatekeeper is like right here and we just activated him. Why? Why do I want to do that? So I'll reload just in case, you know, we get into some weird situation, but I don't see any reason to start moving around. So we're going to reload, everybody. I'm going to go on Overwatch All. And then we're out of here. This is going to be a short mission. Okay, Mr. Gatekeeper was back there. I'm okay with that. Well, this guy was born under a lucky star.
Yeah, I didn't get it.
Wow.
It's still moving.
Well, we're not doing too
More
well.
hostiles inbound.
Oh, brother. Yeah, you know, call me crazy, but I don't really feel like I need to stick around for this. Could I kill these guys? Maybe. Yeah, maybe we could, but I just don't feel like it's worth the risk. And especially when, you know, one of my grenadiers isn't going to be able to do anything. So we are out.
Double time.
And knowing that there's a group of reinforcements, that only reinforces my desire to just bug out.
Move, move, move! Rolling out. Got it covered.
Okay.
VIP securing in position for evac.
Wait, what's what?
Let's go.
I'm gone.
Heading home.
Ready to boogie.
Okay.
I'm gone.
Status confirmed. Mission accomplished.
Yep, we left some guys alive. I'm okay with that. I wouldn't have minded getting, you know, Inez and Huan another kill, but that was a very risky proposition. The way they were positioned and we were, and 4 enemies, one of whom being a gatekeeper. You know, they are a chore to kill, and unfortunately, if I remember right, the grenadier that was carrying my acid grenade was also the one that wasn't going to be able to take, you know, part in combat. So that makes it quite a lot more difficult. And with that many enemies, and then knowing that the next turn, you know, a whole new batch would come in from a completely different angle, I don't feel bad about just leaving. So I think we fought, what, 2 groups or something? I don't know. But at any rate, we took no wounds and we accomplished the mission, and that makes me very happy because at this point it really is more about trying to get to the final mission, and I don't want these guys getting hurt or even worse, killed, is when I, you know, make this happen. So all in all, I would say a successful outing in every respect. The only thing that concerns me is, again, I just keep trying to get these poor grenadiers promoted, and man, you need so many kills to get to Colonel. Because Inez has gotten a lot of kills, and it's not enough. Not so far.
Our troops continue to exceed expectations while working with limited resources. Impressive, Commander.
Yeah, I've had her from pretty much the beginning of the game, and she has 51 kills. And she's been on more than twice as many missions, and I have 61 on her. Like, man, that's amazing to me. So, she's got to get there eventually, right?
You and your crew have dealt another serious blow to the aliens' efforts today, Commander. Impressive work.
I agree. Okay. There was something I was working on. And I know we were close, too. Oh, come on. That's not it. There it is.
Course for Sector 5, India.
You can't fool me.
Commander, the aliens are still moving forward on the Avatar project.
Yeah, that's
Taking
fine.
out that facility would deal a serious blow to their efforts.
Well, that's why I'm building the radio tower. God, shut up and let me do it. Okay, so, I mean, I could actually do this because that is the one that's locked. But the other thing that I could do if it came down to it, we can research alien lead and then it wouldn't matter. But, You know, I have to move time forward in the game one way or another, so...
Commander, we've utilized all of our available communications capacity.
that's
we
fine.
can't establish any new contacts until we upgrade our systems.
Mm-hmm.
Attempting to establish local regional contacts.
Commander, the aliens continue to make progress on the Avatar project. If we're going to slow them down, we'll need to move fast.
Okay. That's all right.
Commander, if we want to set back the
This is
aliens
sure
from the Avatar
repopulating
project,
quickly, though,
we should
isn't
hit one of
it?
their facilities
I think
as
I
soon
will
as
have to come
possible.
here and pull 3 bars off.
Hate to do this, but you're the only one who can pull this off. You know I'd go myself if I could.
The gateway is primed. Is the subject prepared?
Ready. I hardwired what was left of the Codex brain into Rover. It should be emitting the same signal the Codex used to pass through the gateway.
Excellent. Let us begin. We've already seen the Codex opening a similar rift in the field. I am sure your device will be fine.
There. We're set to record across all spectrums. Remember, go in, take some quick readings, then come right back through. Okay? Whoa! Are you seeing this?
It appears our signal has been received. Increasing power.
Doesn't look like any place we've been before. Or any place on Earth, for that matter.
Perhaps this is the source. The aliens' seat of power, if you will. Secured beyond any physical limitations.
Only one way to find out. Go on. We're counting on you. That is definitely not fine, Doctor.
The process did work. There was an instant where the device was in between locations. However, once that occurred, the gateway called for a second signature, an organic signature. When we could not provide one, it generated a sort of feedback pulse.
Obviously.
If the Codex creates the door, this organic signature must surely be the key.
Well, we better make sure we have the right key before we try again. I would hate for this to occur to something organic.
Agreed. I'll report our findings to the commander immediately. We are now prepared to autopsy the body of the powerful being we recovered, Commander. I feel that we may be on the cusp of attaining a complete understanding of this avatar we have long sought.
Okay. Well, we can do the Avatar autopsy now.
This creature represents a near-perfect fusion of human and elder DNA. Though remarkable, it appears as if the creature were unfinished. Perhaps why we were able to ultimately defeat it. Still, this can lead me to only one logical conclusion.
We had such hope for you.
I believe we have found our avatar.
Okay, 2 days. Protect the device, or they get armor. And recover an item, or more reinforcements. That's probably the one I would try to block from happening. We can decide, you know, when we come back, but I'm pretty sure I don't want more reinforcements. it can be hard enough to finish these missions on time. One thing I can do, since we built that second resistance comms, well, I'm not even going to bother. See, I could upgrade and get more contacts because we're maxed out, but I mean, I don't need to. And even though we have a lot of money, I just don't know that we need to do that. And I don't think, yeah, I continue. My problem is not money, it's Alarium. Now, I have a lot of intel too, so before we sign off, let's just do this. Let's go to the black market again and just see if there's anything there. Well, if there's any Alarium I could buy there.
Market is open.
Yeah, okay. I will do that. And I don't think I care about this other stuff. Yep, okay. So, let's see. Why am I going in here? Build items. So the main thing I wanted was this, right? Yeah. So now Sparky can have his, good rifle. And we could try bringing him one more time and just see to what extent this makes any kind of difference. The other thing I'll do is we'll give him the shredder gun instead of the rocket. Honestly, I usually prefer the rocket, but for some reason the aiming on his is so bad that maybe the shredder gun will actually make for a nice upgrade. Alright, well, at any rate, that's going to do it for now. Thanks for watching. I hope we see you next time.